Hey guys, today we are gonna talk about Malala Yousafzai. Who is Malala Yousafzai? Malala Yousafzai is a Pakistani education advocate who, at the age of 17, in 2014 became the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize after surviving an assassination attempt by the Taliban. Yousafzai became an advocate for girls when she was herself was and still a child, which resulted in the Taliban issuing a death threat against her. On October 9, 2012, a gunman shot Yousafzai when she was traveling home from school. She survived and has continued to speak out on the importance of education. In 2013, she gave a speech to the United Nations and published her first book, I Am Malala. Early life. Yousafzai was born on July 12, 1997 in Mingora, Pakistan, located in the country's Red Valley. For the first few years of her life, Yousafzai's hometown remained a popular tourist spot that was known for its summer festivals. The area began to change as the Taliban tried to take control. Education activities. Yousafzai attended a school that her father, educator Ziauddin Yousafzai, had founded after the Taliban began attacking girls' schools in Swat. Yousafzai gave a speech in Peshawar, Pakistan in September 2008. The title of her talk was How Dare the Taliban Take Away My Basic Right to Education? In early 2009, when she was just 11 years old, Yousafzai began blogging for the BBC about living under the Taliban's threat to deny her an education. In order to hide her identity, she used the name Gul Makai. However, she was revealed to be the BBC blogger in December of that year. With a growing public platform, Yousafzai continued to speak out about her rights and the right of all women to an education. Her activism resulted in a nomination for the International Children's Peace Prize in 2011. That same year, she was awarded Pakistan's National Youth Peace Prize. Yousafzai and her family learned that the Taliban had issued a death threat against her because of her activism. Though Yousafzai was frightened for the safety of her father, an anti-Taliban activist, she and her family initially felt that the fundamentalist group would not actually harm a child shot by the Taliban. On October 9, 2012, when 15-year-old Yousafzai was riding a bus with friends on their way home from school, a masked gunman boarded the bus and demanded to know which girl was Yousafzai. And her friends looked toward Yousafzai. Her location was given away. The gunman fired at her, hitting Malala in the left side of her head. The bullet then traveled down her neck. Two girls were also injured in the attack. The shooting left Yousafzai in critical condition, so she was flown to a military hospital in Peshawar. A portion of her skull was removed to treat her swelling brain. To receive further care, she was transferred to Birmingham, England, Once she was in the United Kingdom, Yousafzai was taken out of a medical induced coma. Though she would require multiple surgeries, including repair of a facial nerve, to fix the paralyzed left side of her face. She had suffered no major brain damage. In March 2013, she was able to begin attending school in Birmingham. The shooter resulted in a massive outpouring of support for Yousafzai, which continued during her recovery. Unfortunately, the Taliban still considers Yousafzai a target, although Yousafzai remains a staunch advocate for the power of education. Speech at the UN. 9 months after being shot by the Taliban, Yousafzai gave a speech at the United Nations on her 16th birthday in 2013. Yousafzai highlighted her focus on education and women's rights, arguing world leaders to change the policies. Following the attack, Yousafzai said that the terrorists thought that they would change our aims and stop our ambitions. But nothing changed in my life except this. Weakness, fear, and helplessness died. Strength, power, and courage were born. Yousafzai also urged action against illiteracy, poverty, and terrorism. The extremists were, and they are, afraid of books and pens. The power of education frightens them. They are afraid of women. Let us speak of our books and pens. They are our most powerful weapon. Malala Day. Malala Day, July 12. Stronger than fear. Malala Yousafzai. At Yousafzai's 2013 speech at the United Nations, Secretary General Ban Ki-moon pronounced July 12th, Yousafzai's birthday, Malala Day, in honor of the young leader's activism to ensure education for all children. At the announcement, Ban said Malala chose to make her 16th birthday with the world. No child should have to die for going to school. No here should teach us fear to teach, or children fear to learn. Together we can change the picture. Awards. In October 2013, the European Parliament awarded Yousafzai the Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought in acknowledgement. She got the prize, which is the Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought in acknowledgement of her work. In October 2014, Yousafzai became the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. At just 17 years old, she received the award along with Indian children's rights activist Kailash Satyarthi. Yousafzai was first nominated for the Nobel in 2013. But did not win. She was re-nominated in March 2014. In congratulating Yousafzai, Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif said she is the pride of Pakistan. She has made her countrymen proud. Her achievement is unparalleled and equaled. Girls and boys of the world should take lead from her struggle and commitment. Former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon described Yousafzai as a brave and gentle advocate of peace who, though the simple act of going to school, became a global teacher. In April 2017, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres appointed Yousafzai as a UN messenger of peace to promote girls' education. The appointment is the highest honor given by the United Nations for an initial period of 2 years. Yousafzai was also given honorary Canadian citizenship in April 2017. She is the sixth person and the youngest in the country's history to receive the honor. The Malala Fund. In 2013, Yousafzai and her father launched the Malala Fund, which works to ensure girls around the world have access to 12 years of free, safe, quality education. The fund prioritizes assistance to its Gulmakai network, a reference to pseudonym Yousafzai used when she wrote her BBC blog about life in Pakistan under Taliban rule. These countries, including Afghanistan, Brazil, India, Lebanon, Nigeria, Pakistan and Turkey, are where most girls miss on secondary education. For her 18th birthday in 2015, Yousafzai continued to take action in global education by opening a school for Syrian refugee girls in Lebanon. Its expenses covered by the Malala Fund, the school was designed to admit nearly 200 girls for the ages of 14 to 18. Today, on my first day as an adult, on behalf of the world's children, I demand of leaders we must invest in books instead of bullets, Yousafzai proclaimed in one of the classrooms of the school. That day, she wrote on the Malala Fund website. The shocking truth is that world leaders have the money to fully fund primary and secondary education around the world, but they are choosing to spend it on other things, like their military budgets. In fact, if the whole world stopped spending money on the military for just 8 days, we could have the $39 billion still needed to provide 12 years of free, quality education to every children on the planet. Return to Pakistan. On March 29, 2018, Yousafzai returned to Pakistan for the first time since her brutal 2012 attack. Not long after arriving, she met with Prime Minister Shahid Khaqan Abbasi and delivered an emotional speech at his office. In the last 5 years, I have always dreamed of coming back to my country, she said, adding, I never wanted to leave. Yousafzai also visited her former home and a military-run cadet college in Mingora during her 4-day trip. Books. I am Malala. I am Malala, the girl who stood up for education and was shot by the Taliban, is an autobiography by Malala Yousafzai released in October 2013. It became an international bestseller. The book was abridged in 2018 for young childhood books readers as Malala, My Story of Standing Up for Girls' Rights. Malala's Magic Pencil. Yousafzai published a children's picture book about her life in October 2017. Malala's magic pencil introduces her childhood in Pakistan through a well-known TV show. There was a young boy who used his magic pencil to help people. In the book, the magic pencil instructs readers how to make the world a better place. My voice became so powerful that the dangerous men tried to silence me, but they failed. Yousafzai writes, "We are displaced." Publishing in 2018, "We Are Displaced. My Journey and Stories from Refugee Girls Around the World" explores Yousafzai's story as well as the stories of girls she met in her travels to refugee camps in Colombia, Guatemala, Syria, and Yemen. He named me Malala documentary. In October 2015, a documentary about Yousafzai's life was released. He Named Me Malala, directed by Davis Guggenheim, and in convention Truth Waiting for Superman gave viewers an intimate look into the life of Yousafzai, her family, and her commitment to supporting education for girls around the world. To college, Yousafzai began studying at Oxford University in 2017. He studies philosophy, politics, and economics. Inspiring quotes from Malala Yousafzai: "If I win Nobel Peace Prize, it would be a great opportunity for me. But if I don't get it, it's not important, because my goal is not to get the Nobel Peace Prize. My goal is to get peace, and my goal is to see the education of every child." Malala Yousafzai. Dear friends, on the 9th of October 2012, the Taliban shot me on the left side of my forehead. They shot my friends too. They thought that the bullets would silence us, but they failed. Malala Yousafzai. I want people to remember that Pakistan is my country. Even if its people hate me, I will still love it. Malala Yousafzai. I am only talking about education, women's rights, and peace. I want poverty to end in tomorrow's Pakistan. I want every girl in Pakistan to go to school. Malala Yousafzai. I am still the old Malala. I still try to live normally, but yes, my life has changed a lot. Malala Yousafzai. Education is neither Eastern nor Western. Education is education, and that it's the right of every human being. Malala Yousafzai. Malala Day is not my day. It is the day of every girl and every boy. It is a day when we come together to raise our voice, so that those without a voice can be heard. Malala Yousafzai. About Malala by NIZAMUDHEEN PV 6A, the National Huda Central School or Manual. Thank you. Have a nice day.